hello everyone from Addis Ababa on the heights of the city at 2,800 meters. The rainy season has started, so it becomes to be a little bit cold. Well, we enter in an amazing mystery. In many regards, the mystery of the Ascension of Jesus raises a few questions. But first of all, it's interesting that we believers acknowledge the fact that Jesus, we say that in the creed every Sunday, has ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Almighty Father. Well, many atheists like Nietzsche, Feuerbach, Sartre, all those atheist people of the last 200 years have violently said, for some, God doesn't exist. The faith in God is an illusion for weak people, for people who need consolation. There is no heaven. As Sartre said, there is nobody on earth or in heaven to give me order. For us, we have the joy, and we thank God for that, for having received the gift of faith in Jesus. So, there are a few contrasts in this mystery. First of all, was it fitting for Jesus to ascend to heaven? Is he not God? The Word was made flesh, but the Word is consubstantial to the Father. He is the eternal Son of the Father. So, how can it be said that he ascended to heaven? Then there is another contrast. How it is that after 3 years of teaching with the best catechist, the best theologian, Jesus himself, the truth, the disciples still not understand what Jesus said, what Jesus taught, what Jesus is doing. And they said to Jesus, it's in the Acts of the Apostle in the reading, Master, is it now that you are going to restore the kingdom of Israel? How does Jesus answer? It is not given to you the time and the hour the Father has fixed from his own authority. So after correcting them, teaching them a last time, he sent them into mission. Pray. Pray to be prepared for the reception of the Holy Spirit that my Father promised to you and that I promised to you. So the disciples will have to pray with Mary. They go on retreat. That's called the time of the cenacle. Another question. Did Jesus really leave the disciples? What is this departure all about? But Jesus said, I am with you always until the end of time. I will not leave you orphan. You see, that's why we read between chapter 14 and 16 of the Gospel of St. John, 4 times he teaches them about the person of the Holy Spirit, who he is, and the mission of the Holy Spirit, to remind them, to teach them everything Jesus said. So that's the good news, and that's a motive of joy to fight their sadness. Then, what did the 2 angels declare to the disciples? Men of Galilee, why are you looking to heaven? The one who has been taken from you will come back the same way you have seen going up to heaven. Oh, how mysterious are those lines. What do you think it means? Jesus is going to come back the same way the disciples have seen him elevated to heaven? In a special place? Only for a little group? So that's a question for our meditation. Now, the good news for us, living in 2025, in which way am I to be happy, or what do I do with that? Well, all our life is oriented toward the beatific vision, and the vision of the Father, the vision of Jesus glorified, the vision of the Holy Spirit, the whole Holy Trinity as described in Book of Revelation chapter 4, in that mysterious description of St. John that he had in the vision about the throne of God. You see, Jesus reveals to us the Father. He constantly, in the Gospel of John, we see that, effaces himself before his Father. Father, glorify your Son as your Son has glorified you, and so on. Read chapter 17, the great prayer. So have a blessed feast of the Ascension and meditate with joy on all those passages given by the Church to us today. God bless you.